We got the Shammies at the Quins.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against Philadelphia.
Hi, Ernie. So, yeah, we got a team that's 3-0 and a team that's 0-3.
Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday. And Chris, a lot of coaches will use the early part of the season to try out different lineups or combinations to see how that might all work together, function together. Did you like or dislike this period of the year?
As a player, I liked it because I knew that practicing with some guys, I wanted to actually play with them on the court. And you don't get time in practice to play, so you do get that time. But that's where the older teams or veteran teams or teams that have been together longer have an advantage. They don't have to start or worry about training camp, the lack of preseason games. They already have their system implemented and in place, and guys know their role. And so when you're a young team trying to establish your identity, it's tough because it's hard to get consistency when the coach is playing with lineups. That's why you want to be on a veteran team with veteran players that understand the system. Your season kicks off much faster.
Good info. Now the starting group for the visitors. Kent Bazemore is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Williams at the 2 spot.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 08, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen. I'll tell you what, age ain't nothing but a number when you talk about the impact of Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, with his size and shooting touch, he creates so many openings for himself and his teammates offensively.
And Nowitzki's turnaround, an unblockable shot when he's hitting. Greg, he's unguardable.
And even though he's lost a little lift in the legs, he's worked hard to kind of quicken his release. And just another tweak for a guy who's made a career of adding layers to his Hall of Fame game.
And that one's good. Simmons.
Really like watching Simmons go to work down low with his length and strength. There aren't many guys that can keep up with him.
Now let's send it over to DA, who was able to talk with Coach Brett Brown.
Yeah, Kevin, he's mindful of the fact that this is a shot-blocking team they're playing, but he doesn't want his team to be shy offensively. He said, if anything, we have to be patient and at the same time aggressive. If we can be deceptive in the way we attack, and there are ways to do that, we can score inside. We'll see if that works, Kevin.
David Thanks sounds like he's prepped his guys on how to handle this opposing defense.
And no surprise there, because they're facing a team that can win games with its defense. They are an aggressive bunch from the start.
Well, look, you can play with pace, you can play with speed, and still be patient. And that's what this team is going to have to do against this aggressive D. They can't force things. They've got to play smart and in control.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
Now here's Rose. 8 points his last outing. Oladipo outside. The shot misses. Simmons with the defensive effort. Over in the corner, Williams. Another miss by Williams.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, that won't go on the stat sheet. Close to getting the block, but really had the same effect.
Now, here's Thompson. There's a good screen. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Simmons. Oh, and here we go.
Stay free, boom shakalaka.
And Simmons slams it in.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition? So good at getting steals.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Oladipo dishes to Rose. Thompson sets the pick for Rose. Over Simmons. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder who crashes with power.
Nowitzki outside. Gasol a screen on Crowder. Nowitzki a screen. Gasol passes to Simmons. Back to Gasol. And Tatum pulls it down. 76ers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And the shot goes in. Tatum's got his first 2 points of the night.
And you get the sense Tatum is used to getting hit when he's penetrating inside. It almost seems as if he embraces those challenges.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And the Gasol brothers, Pau, talked about the joy of sharing the NBA stage with his...
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way 2 of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become 2 of the best centers in the NBA at this age.
Especially when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers. I mean, they traded him to Memphis for his brother. And that does all seem like fiction, doesn't it?
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter. That's what's given them the advantage.
Well, it does a couple of things. It gives you more opportunities, but it also sets a tone. They're the more physical, the more dominant team right now.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Tatum. Oladipo is out there with Derrick Rose. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing. And if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson's certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out. Williams against Oladipo. Here's Tatum. Shot clock reset for Philadelphia. Good work there as it goes. And it's 6 points for Tristan Thompson.
This is where Thompson feels comfortable, shooting very close to the rim. He's efficient.
Williams kicks to Simmons. Over Rose. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Tristan Thompson in the middle, a player, Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
Williams kicks to Simmons. Puts it up from 12. They grab their own miss. Gasol, no good.
That type of defense doesn't always get it done, but it does the job that time.
Tatum dishes to Oladipo. To the middle. Gasol with the steal.
What are you doing?
Here's Williams. It's deflected. We've got 1:13 left now here in the second. Tatum kicks to Rose. Thompson passes to Rose. 76ers moving the ball around. Drills it from outside. And it's a 7-point Philadelphia lead.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Williams kicks to Nowitzki. Simmons against Rose. Pass to Bazemore. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Bazemore's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Rose goes in, and there's Thompson putting it right back in.
And they continue to control the glass.
On 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Williams against Oladipo. side, Williams. Nowitzki a screen. 6 to shoot. A floater. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
Well, he's not making any mistakes up there today. Another solid trip to the line for him.
Oladipo gets a hand on it, and it's Gasol with the rebound. And the first half comes. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins.
24-27, I saw that first half. Let that sink in for a bit. He's going to have a 30-30. He potentially might have a 60-60.
Welcome back, folks. A glorious view of the lights of downtown Philadelphia, America's most historic city. The 76ers leading by 4. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Dave Yeager. Ben Simmons is out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Pau Gasol. Then there's Kent Bazemore. And it's Nowitzki in at the 4 slot. And Bazemore kicks to Williams. A three-pointer off the mark.
Look, they cannot leave him open like that. The D got away with one there.
Now the feed to Oladipo. Well, we talk so much about what it's like on the floor, Chris, but I wonder what it was like off the floor when you were on the bench watching the team play and what was going through your head and mind. What did you and your teammates talk about as you were on the bench taking a rest and watching the game go on?
It depends on which game. If you're in L.A. and you see, Eddie Murphy and Rihanna walk in, you're going to say, hey, look at Beyonce and Jay over there. Or, if you're watching a great play and you see a guy dunk on your teammate, you're not going to get too excited, but you're going to whisper to your teammate, man, did you see that? That's crazy. Or, you're pumping up guys because they've been working so hard in practice, and it's a guy who's getting his first time to kind of get in and get a good run. So you're cheering him on. And so being on the bench, it's a lot of fun. You have to stay focused and ready to re-enter the game. But part of that job on the bench is to keep the energy of the bench, and that's to keep guys encouraged, to be loose, to have fun. And so it's a lot of fun being on the bench. And more fun when you're winning than losing, but a lot of fun being on the bench encouraging guys.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out and give up that? No.
Thompson sets the pick for Oladipo. And Gasol sends it back.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
That evens the score. Bazemore's got 6 points. The 76ers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Here's the screen. Thompson up top. He's got 8. Thompson a screen on Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Oladipo misses.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off of a good pick, and you want to get that when he gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back.
Just phenomenal timing from Simmons, leaving the ground once the pass was released and tearing that bucket apart.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. The screen from Thompson. To halt the run. Oladipo misses. On 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And Tatum over to help. And stolen by Tatum. Now here's Rose, the fast break opportunity. And it's Crowder, top of the key. Thompson, a screen on Simmons. Rose goes in. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Rose has got the game tied up here for Philadelphia. And Simmons kicks to Nowitzki. Oh, good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Over in the corner, Rose lets a floater go. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Rose not always focused on creating contact, but with his physical gifts, a lot of times he leaves the defense no choice.
Both free throws good from Rose. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oladipo against Williams. Kicks it to Simmons. It's hauled in by the 76ers, and that'll be the middle game of their 5 in their longest homestand of the year. And Oladipo has it in the corner. 1 second left. He's off on that one. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. 76ers lead by 2. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter. Next. And now let's hear what head coach Dave Yeager was reviewing with his team.
You got to help the man guarding the basketball.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. Doing reasonably well, 45%. Jay Crowder out there with Tristan Thompson. Then it's Tatum. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Rose in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And it's Simmons penetrating. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Rose. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The dish to Williams.
That's about all you can really say about
Back to Simmons. Oh, a nice
good
defensive play
defense
to
by
disrupt
Rose.
the alley-oop. And stolen by Simmons. And here comes the break. Bazemore gets the bucket.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Oladipo against Williams. 13 feet away. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the inside, Nowitzki. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Rose dishes to Oladipo. The screen from Thompson. 4 on the shot clock. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Shooting for Philadelphia, Victor Oladipo. And the first one drops. Oladipo hits them both.
That's why his teammates trust him so much at the line.
Gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Williams against Oladipo. Williams kicks to Gasol. And he gets it to go.
And the long arms that Gasol has is what allows him to drop dunks on defenders. What a powerful force close to the rim.
Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Pass to Tatum. And slammed by Tatum.
And Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shots.
Nowitzki a screen. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Simmons passes to Gasol. And he banks in the layup.
And Gasol is someone you turn to in these situations. You need a big basket, he's ready to go.
The pass to Oladipo. Off the The screen, it's good. This time the assist from Rose.
And he has the chops.
Rick Rose got that
Raising the intensity when it matters most.
He's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated.
Williams Simmons. Oh.
Stolen by
Ooh. Stay free, boom shakalaka.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
And how about the quick hands there by Tatum? Terrific anticipation as he comes up with that steal and able to convert that defense into offense.
Williams dishes to Bazemore. Passes to Simmons. Yes!
And this atmosphere is bananas.
Guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 2. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Oh, man, Dirk.
He may have missed it. That's the look at the basket.
They've been trailing for a few minutes here.
But that could change right here.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Reverses. It falls! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
He feeds it to Bazemore. He dishes it to Williams. Gasol, a screen on Oladipo. Williams kicks to Simmons.
Simmons.
Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And regulation now complete. He will go to overtime. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After regulation, the stalemate, and we'll...
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
2 minutes. Let's get it.
Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And so, in the game for the 76ers, Tristan Thompson is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Victor Oladipo, and it's Rose, and it's Tatum in at the free throw.
And I like the fact that Tatum has not abandoned the inside
I like how Rick
game.
Rose is showing off,
Finding space
celebrating.
around the rim.
Now he's playing defense. Now he's at his home.
Rose against Simmons. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Right.
Simmons got 19 points.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
They set the pick. The screen from Thompson. Rose kicks to Oladipo. Thompson sets the pick for Oladipo. Count the basket and the foul. They get Paul Gasol.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Now, that's a gutsy take on his part to make that happen. I mean, he would not have tried that over the larger defender.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
And Simmons kicks to Gasol. Simmons against Rose. Simmons passes to Gasol. Simmons nails it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
And Simmons, just such a gifted player, someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
The screen from Thompson. And stolen by Bazemore. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
How about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances despite the D's best effort.
That's good from Simmons. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're behind by 2. 41 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Tatum kicks to Rose.
That parachute blocking the ball.
Plenty of space.
Rick Rose.
Oh, what a shot.
And Rose wants that leadership position. When the team needs a big bucket, he is ready and willing.
That is 2 for 1. You know they're going to shoot with
Simmons again
5
throws.
seconds left.
Shoots from 12. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle. That's his first foul.
Why would you call timeout, though?
And Oladipo kicks to Tatum. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Oladipo outside. And Gasol comes to help. Here's Thompson. It's good!
Oh, man.
And big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
If possible, I think you run something to let you go for the 3. Take the best shot available.
Williams dishes to Bazemore. He kicks it to Simmons. Got it! Shot to tie.
Oh, man.
And Simmons is a purebred scorer, a dominant offensive talent who can score in so many ways.
And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Well, longest game confirmed.
Well, we thought we might wrap it up in regulation. Then it looked like overtime number 1 might yield.
Right. Same drill, 24. 2 minutes, 2
And here
timeouts.
are the 76ers now. Rose against Simmons.
I was ready to go
Screen from
3 on
Thompson.
3 at some point.
There's the pick.
NBA.
Thompson, a screen on Williams. Here's Oladipo, and Gasol sends it back. Williams with the ball, now guarded by Tatum. Williams gets the bucket.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Simmons again throws. Oladipo outside. Unloads from 13. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He needs to play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
They're going to trust Depot on a 3.
Oladipo for 3. The kick out to Rose. They set the pick. The screen from Thompson. A wide open look here for
Oladipo.
money. And that was an enormous 3-pointer.
And that was the play to make.
Depot can take you into games, he can take you out of it.
Piece of it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
Oh. What is Depot doing? There we go.
Here's Simmons. Over Rose. No good from Simmons. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, good
Good job to take it right at the knee.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they
got the 2 for 1, but 2K logic.
Williams passes to
Probably
Base.
shoot.
Feeds to Simmons. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And really, not much else you can do against Simmons. That close to the cup, this guy just too clever.
And the 76ers call time here. And here are the 76ers now. And here's Rose. The screen from Thompson. Here's the screen. Here's Tatum. Bullseye.
Oh, Jason Tatum with a shot of his life.
Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
Guys, what do you think?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
To tie. Misses the dunk with the chance to
Wow.
extend the game. So it's Philadelphia taking the W. In
Mexico
close
City,
one here.
Golden
Double
Eagles,
overtime game can really
down
take
to
it some of the
earth,
players, and after this
down
one,
to
the officials and the
earth.
fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep. And
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge.
Oladipo with 69 points, Tatum with 39, Thompson with 30 points and 36 boards, Rick Rose with 27 points and 21 assists. Then Jay Crowder with the Kevin Love stat line. Truly a credit to the team. Ben Simmons now has the, I believe that's the most points scored in a single game for SummerSim, 87. I think the old record was Kevin Durant versus the Rainbow Pride Denver Nuggets. Shoot, he had 87 and 18, 9 assists, 6 steals. Old man Dirk didn't play too hot though. I was kind of hoping a little bit more from him. Bazemore did step up though. Kind of surprised Lou Williams. Not a single 3. Sweet Lou, he generally makes those. Mexico City really only hit 2 3-pointers the entire game. Sixers only had 3 too. Huh. 14 for 14. I wonder how many of those came from Simmons. 10. Oh, that matchup is awful. Rose versus Simmons.